Hive marketing, everybody's overwhelmed with the social media. And is trying to figure out, and I really describe it as hive marketing. And if you think of a hive, you know, you've got all these bees buzzing around the hive. And I think that's what we're doing with social media. We're creating spaces or environments for people who are passionate about a brand, or at least have a shared interest in a subject or a brand, like all those people who belong to those different LinkedIn groups. They've said, hey, I'm interested enough in this to sign up, to log in and give some personal information about myself, and to deal with getting an email blast every day. I'm passionate about healthcare marketing, or I'm passionate about the arts, or whatever it is. And what we do is we take those people and we feed them information. First, we create spaces that they can go to, whether it's a blog or a community on Facebook or a community on LinkedIn. We excite them, we give them information that feeds their passion, and then what do you think we're hoping will happen? We're hoping they'll go out and preach the gospel. You know, that they will become ambassadors for the brand. We arm them and then send them out. That is the best kind of marketing, right? If someone can go face-to-face, word-of-mouth marketing, that's what you want. That's what this enables. It's not just about the interaction that happens online. It's about energizing these people. So there's great power in this. Bring people together, create communities. If you have a small business, you know, a retail store, you can create your own Facebook group. Bring together the fans of your organization, share with them what's going on, and then let them tell the world about your business. It's a wonderful, easy tool. Some books, and as Paige will tell you, I'm a huge believer in education, constantly learning, and that's one of the exciting things about being in this business. If you're not learning, you're becoming antiquated really quickly. But these are some really good books on the subject. Groundswell is terrific. Join the Conversations, very conversational book. He's very chatty, but it's a good one. Jim Tobin's book on social media is a good one. Deirdre Breckenridge, I strongly recommend her PR 2.0. It is fabulous. I wrote a review of her book on Amazon, and definitely buy that book if nothing else. I've given most of these books to our clients over the last couple years, but you got to educate yourself. You know, you just jump in, use social media, and read about social media. Some keys to success. I say jump in. I mean you get involved personally and figure out social media. I don't mean set up all these communities without thinking about it. I want you to be strategic. That is the #1 thing, developing a social media strategy. And I want you to think about how much time you have, your resources. Don't try to do everything all at once. You know, you don't need to do Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, MySpace, all these things at one time. And there are hundreds of social media outlets. Do what you can manage. So maybe you start with a Facebook group and see how that goes, and you link Twitter to it. And a lot of these things you can connect. So you can have your Twitter, you can have your tweets from Twitter showing up on your blog, or showing up on your Facebook account, or on your LinkedIn account. A lot of them, you can make them interact without you having to do a whole lot of extra work, and that saves you a ton of time. So be strategic. Don't try to do everything. Go where your customers are. Let them help. You know, talk to them. I said, listen to what they're saying. Find out what they're doing on social media. You know, maybe you have customers who aren't using social media. Then maybe that's not the place to be if you want to reach them. But find out where they are and what they're using, and then go there. Repurpose content, definitely. If you write a blog post, if you have a blog, and I love blogs, have a blog post, turn it into a tweet on Twitter. You can recycle it on LinkedIn. I share the same. It's in different shapes and different levels of depth, but the same information you can use across a number of these different platforms. Pace yourself. There's a myth that you have to write a blog post every day and you have to tweet 12 times a day. Those are myths. You can tweet once a day on Twitter. You can write 3 blog posts a week. 1 a week starting to get a little sketchy, I think, but you can certainly not do the kind of volume and frequency of social media activity that people would lead you to believe. You know, they make you think, well, if you can't write a blog post a day, you're just not worth anything. Well, if you're saying something important and you are speaking to a specific audience, then twice a week, 3 times a week works.